Hello again, and welcome to Tanime's anime review for it's like two peace signs. I'm pleased to be doing an anime review on this anime. It's been on my to-watch list for some time now, but other newer animes kept pushing it back on the list, so I never got around to actually watching it. So when somebody requested a review on it, I was able to push it to the top of the list. I spent a few days watching the full series, both in English and Japanese, so I could give it a proper review. And this week's anime is dedicated to... and today's anime is... Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, also just known as Gurren Lagann in the English version. I was curious to find out what Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann meant since they took it off for the English version. I understood the Gurren Lagann part. Lagann was the name of the main character's mecha, where Gurren was the name of his partner's mecha. What did Tengen Toppa mean? So in looking for the answer to any question, I did what anyone would do. I googled it. It turns out Tengen Toppa literally means heaven piercing. Which did make me smile when I saw that, because it really does fit the anime perfectly. This anime was released on April 1st and ran till September 30th of 2007 with 27 episodes. Yeah, I thought that was a weird number of episodes for a series too. The English release made its debut on July 28th, 2008. They did do a very good job on the English version of this anime. There weren't any major changes like they do in some animes. I found some of the more emotional scenes, the emotion was a little less intense in the English version than it was in the Japanese version. But overall, I recommend watching whichever you prefer to watch, whether it be English anime or Japanese with subtitles. Or just straight Japanese. This story is about a young digger named Simone. I fell in love with this character within the first 5 minutes of the first episode. This is a world where humans were forced to live underground. Kamina, Simone's best friend, wants nothing more than to get to the surface. And of course, trying this gets him and the people he hangs out with in trouble, probably more than we see in the anime. While digging, Simone finds a drill bit and a gunman, which a gunman is what they call the mechas in this series. Within minutes of Simone finding this, a larger, evil gunman falls from the ceiling, crash, and breaks into this small little underground town, along with Yoko, a female human from the surface world, who is fighting the gunman. She wears very little clothing, but carries a big-ass gun. Kamina gets Simone to man the little gunman that he found and end up through the battle on the surface. There are many more evil gunmen on the surface, and thus our adventure begins, where our characters want to be able to bring humans back to the surface. A lot happens in a short amount of time in this anime, so try not to blink. I liked this anime. The characters are lovable, there's pointless violence, barely dressed women, huge-ass mechas called gunmen, and lots of fun weapons. So welcome back, guys! I was hoping I didn't lose you on that last one. But for the guys out there who are watching this, I am probably going to eventually be doing reviews on animes that are completely, strictly for more of a female audience. So if you're not into that, please stick with me anyway, because I will still be doing reviews on ones like this as well. And there is still a love interest, which will keep you hopeless romantics watching as well. I sometimes found it a little hard to follow this one. It jumps around a bit and moves really fast, and it takes the impossible to an everyday level. So much so that I found myself rolling my eyes from time to time. With enough fighting spirit, you can do anything! And they really do anything. I just started to lose faith in the story when they started using universes as ninja stars. They definitely took the term bigger is better to the literal sense. I did really like how we watched the characters grow, though. I like seeing how a character ages. Within the first 10 episodes, we had a recap episode. And then the next 10 episodes, we had a recap episode. I can understand having a recap episode during the age time jump, but it became really annoying to have to watch more than one in such a short series. I was torn on what rating to give this anime. On one side, I really did enjoy watching this anime. It was just fun. But on the other side, it went a little too far in the you've got to be kidding me sense for me to take the story seriously. And if you roll your eyes more than once in an anime series of this length, it's gonna lose stars. Because I'm so torn onto what rating to give this anime, I think I'm going to stay on the fence with this one. Don't worry, I'm standing on this fence, so there's nothing stuck up my Well, you know. I give this anime a solid 3 stars. I couldn't be more in the middle with this one if I tried. I'm interested to know what you guys thought of this anime as well. Whether you're on the liking the anime more side of the fence, or the disliking the anime more side of the fence. Or if you're on top of the fence like me. And that's all I wrote. For this week anyway. See you next week, guys. Bye! Yeah! Okay, since this was the first time I'd seen this anime, I didn't have any fun random stuff in storage like I did for the other ones. So I went hunting for some new stuff. And of course, I did not come up empty-handed. I will always have at least 3 extras to share with each video. And anything more than that, the links will be in the below bar. First up is a trailer to the movie 300, done with Gurren Lagann clips. They did a really good job of it. So that'll go, we'll say, here this time. Does anybody remember that old Nintendo or Super Nintendo, I can't remember, I think it was Super Nintendo game, Mario Paint? Well, there was a part of that game where you could make music. And this is a clip of somebody making the theme song to Gurren Lagann and Mario Paint. It was a blast from the past for me, and I just fell in love with it right away. So maybe you will too. I'll put it here. Okay, this one is like a combination of last week's review and this week's review. I love stuff like this. A Gurren Lagann host club. We'll put this one on my forehead. Right here. And like always, more links, and the ones that are listed here are in the below bar. Below. Keep those comments and review requests coming. I'm loving every minute of this. Enjoy, guys!